Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and boy do I have a cool product for you. I received this Grelife, and I hope that's how I'm pronouncing it, portable air conditioner, 8,000 BTU. That's a pretty good level for a portable air conditioner. Has wheels on the bottom, 4 of them. You can roll it around. This is what it looks like. Look up and you're going to see all kinds of information in the upper right as we go along that's details about the air conditioner. So this is the user manual you get, and I would very strongly suggest reading through it. Also, right off the bat, they talk about a surge protector. This is your power plug that you plug into your AC. It has a reset button on it that if anything happens with the air conditioner, that things aren't safe, it will trip it and shut the system down. So it's a source of problems that you may feel that there's something wrong with the air conditioner and it ends up being this. So pay close attention to this little notes right here. And if it does trip, you have to reset it. I'm going to show it to you since it's so important. Right here is the reset button. There's a light right there that will be on. First, let's look at what you get in addition to the user manual. You get a hose like this, and you connect this to the drain plug of the air conditioner. All air conditioners, when they're working, generate water condensation, and it fills a pan, and the pan will trigger an alarm if it overflows or gets to the point of overflowing and shut down. There's a plug that you plug to keep the water from running out, but when you're ready to drain it, this is a hose that you can plug in and have you a shallow pan that you can drain the water out of the pan so that you can keep going. So periodically, that is some periodic maintenance that you have to do, and if you don't do it, the unit is going to shut off and not work until you do perform this drain. This looks like a solid tube and everything, but what it does is it's collapsed totally, and it draws out to about 6 or 8 feet. I forget how long it is, but it's enough to get from the air conditioner, portable air conditioner discharge to the window where you're going to have this right here. This is going to fit in there, and this is another item which is going to be on the other end, which is going to go into the back of the air conditioner, and I'm going to show you that location. So these two items are the hot air that's coming out of the air conditioner that's going to be discharged out into the environment. You do not want to run this air conditioner without a outside vent, and this is the vent. And later I'll show you, and I'll just show you a little bit right now. When you pull on this, it will pull right out like this, and I'm just going to show you because you may want to take this traveling from the location you are, like in your camper, a tent, or what have you, and this thing is 6 or 8 feet long. You want to collapse it back. All you do is just push it back down. Usually you can just kind of keep feeding it in until it gets back to this level, and working with it, you'll be able to collapse it right back down to its original shape. This will be easier to transport. Okay, one other item that's very important, and this works with this unit right here. And what this does is fits in the window, and it can, actually it's supposed to go like this. Now, Some people have sliding windows that slide this way. Some have windows that go up and down. If you have a side window that comes in, then you mount it like this. If you have the window that slides up and down, you'll slide it down like this. Now you get some hardware. This is the only hardware you get. And what you're instructed to do is you have to put this in this area right here. You have to get this into here first, like that, and it's down like that. And then with your finger holding on the bottom like that, you can slide this in, and you may have to drop it down just a little bit to line it up, and it might even be good to turn it over and make sure that it's in the slot, and it looks like it is, and I'll turn it over in just a moment. Okay. See, as I pull up right here, see, so it's in the slot. And when it's in the slot, you put a washer over it, and you put the wing nut on there and tighten her up, and just get it to where it's easy to slide back and forth with some resistance. And then it will work with windows up to like 48 inches. Okay, here we go. This is the front, and this is the top. This has manual controls on the top, which I'll show last. I want to go through all of the features all the way around that you need to understand. Right here is the cooling area that's going to discharge cold air, air-conditioned air, and you have some vents here that will go down and up like that. You also have a little lever right here which will direct the air left and right. So between the two, it will put the air where you need it. Now let's go on around to the, notice, see, these are wheels, 4 wheels on the bottom. Right here, very important, all air conditioners have to have some sort of a filter, and this one does. And you do not want to operate the air conditioner unit without it. And you just grab this tab and just pull. It's very simple. You can wash it, whatever, and keep it clean of dust and dirt that would get in here, because down in here are your coils that you don't want to get dirty. So, and then when it's clean and dry, you don't want to put it in there wet. Okay, so I just put this in there like this, and make sure you have it into the proper slot, and it should go all the way and snap in position. Okay, now there's also an energy guide right here that shows you how much it's going to cost you in a year. Okay, right here is where that part of the hose is going to connect. And remember, I said the tab should be on this side. That's because it slides into this area and stops there. You can't put it in from the other side. So that's the reason for that. Also down here is another area that you want to keep clean. And this, you put your fingers in here, you can kind of lift up. And actually, there. I hated to pull on it, but really it's a latch right there and there. And this is the air that's going to come in order to cool this area. This is going to get warm. This will always feel warm to the touch. Air comes in here and discharges out here. The cooling air comes in here and discharges out the front. So there's two systems here. This is the heat side, this is the cool side. Okay, and right here, this is a filter. If you look carefully, and you probably can't see it in the camera, but there's the same kind of mesh material on this. So clean this also. You don't want these fins getting dirty. Now, there's 3 tabs here. Goes right in here. So this is the way you put it in, like that. And then you have to kind of push in on these. And they should go all the way in and click. But it is kind of, feels like you're breaking something when you pull out, but just pull firmly and it'll click out. And you can clean this one and this one. This was a little easier to work with. And you have some warnings and information right here, and then you have the specs of the portable air conditioner and the controls, and also the unit here is the remote control. First, on the remote control on the back, it comes with no batteries. I've already installed 2 AAA batteries, and then you'll be able to operate this from a remote location within a specified amount of feet. So, and you always point it at the unit, and it's got all of the features that you will be operating or want to, right down to sleep for the number of hours you want it to run. This is your main manual control panel. You can operate this from the remote or from this control panel. And right here is your display of temperature right here. And there is the power button that when you push this, it fires up the unit. It always remembers what you had last. And if you had air conditioning going, it will come up to air conditioner. It will also come up to the temperature you had set at the time. When this first comes on, it shows the ambient temperature of the room. You have to push the up and down to view what the degree you have set. So you have to manually set that, and it always reverts to what the ambient temperature of the room is. You also have fan speed, which is low and high. And there's one other important, very important information that might lead you to think the air conditioner has broken or something if you don't read this note. It takes 3 minutes after you shut the unit off. If you power it down and then say a few seconds later you want to power it back up and hit the power button, it's going to take 3 minutes before the air conditioner compressor is going to kick on. It's a safety. We're ready to install the outlet. And right here, the best thing is to put this in because I found that due to the circumference of this, it hits down here. With this adjusted in a little bit, you put this down inside the channel on the bottom, then open them up, making sure you're all the way in on that side and all the way in on this side. So now that's going to hold it in position, and it is down on there, and it raises it a little bit so that the rest of it is clear. Now we're going to pull the window down, and this is going to seal on the top. And we're going to push it down hard, and that did close the gap a little bit down there. So that's good. So now we're sealed all the way along. Now, this is what I've found is best to do this. Actually, you're going to go counterclockwise like this, right here, and it will screw right in. And you go all the way until it stops, and there it stops. Okay, now we're secure right there. And I'm going to bring the air conditioner up, and we need to adjust the pipe to where it fits into the back of the air conditioner, and then we'll mount this. Okay, now we're going to pull this out, and what I do is just pull it like this. Just keep on pulling and holding on to that part until you get this part out, and then we can move this around, and then you want to get the end out so that you can screw your adapter on. So we want the end out, and we can have some excess there if we need it. Okay, and make sure you get all of this pleated out like that. Very important. Okay, and this all out. Okay, so it can be screwed on. And this can stay just like that. And then we want to see if we can reach down, and we want to go, and you just keep on going until we're at a point that we feel like that's what we're needing, right about there. And you always want no strong bends or double bends. We only want just like this. Now, remember, to screw this on, I have to go counterclockwise with it. And so I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to go counterclockwise, trying to get to the starting of the, I'm going to end up with this out this way. And I look in there, one more little tightening, and that's it, right there. And now this is going to slide in there. That's why it's important to get this as good as you can get it without kinks. And then, and if you need to go a little more, grab in there and pull. Okay. And push on this until it snaps. And now this is locked in, and that's locked in, and we're at a good angle right there. Okay, showtime, folks. I have a temperature gauge right here. I'm hoping it can be shown in the video. It's the ambient temperature of my garage right now is 85 degrees. And we're going to see what the thermometer says. And I'm going to use my remote control. I could turn it on with there, but I have power right here. And I have everything set up. And the temperature that I have it set for is 73 degrees. It's showing 81 right there. And we're in auto mode, but I'm going to go up to air conditioning. And right there is cool, and it's a snowflake. The ambient temperature showing on this is 82. It's a little different than my thermometer there, but what I'm going to do is show the temperature coming out of the air conditioner. I'm putting this, this is the sensor right here for the temperature. I'm going to put it right in there with the, into the air conditioning area. Now, the sensor right down there is showing, well, let me see there. We can see both, and we can see the temperature, 83 degrees right now. And it takes a moment for it to get up to proper cooling temperature. It's starting to get cool, and we're on low speed. Right here is the speed control. I'm going to move it up to high. Now she's kicking. There's the high. So they've got lights there that show you what all's going on. It's very easy to read. So we're going to let this run a little bit, and I'll come back and we'll see how the temperature is doing. And let me see my, oh, temperature has changed to 80 degrees. Right here is showing 80. So that is getting cold right now. And this will be a good indication. It's going down rapidly. Let me just show you real quick. I don't know if you can see it that good. Right there. See, it started at 80. It's almost 75. It's going below. I feel it on my legs. Very cold. So it's really doing a job. 8,000 BTU. It's got to, oh, look at it go. Oh, I thought you might want to see this. And see, oh, this is just in a matter of minutes. It went from 85, we're getting down to 70. Okay, folks, I've moved you over to the area that I'm mainly going to operate this portable air conditioner in my garage. It's mounted in my window over there. This is the position in the summertime here in Florida in my garage, which is not insulated. It is way too much to try and actually air condition this whole garage with this 8,000 BTU unit. Like I'm doing right here, this is extremely cold. It's really nice, and I can be very comfortable and work on my videos in comfort. So I should show you the draining of the water that condenses inside the air conditioner while it's been running. Now, there shouldn't be so much that this pan won't take it. Okay, I don't really have any in there at this point, but that's where you would drain it. Okay, now let's look at the sleep timer. This actually works just automatically. You press it, and when you go to sleep, it runs about 6 hours, and then it will change the speed of the fan and such automatically. So when you press this, it's going to show a little half moon there, and it does its automatic thing, and that'll be one thing. Now, if you want the timer where you'd rather do that, take that off and hit the timer, and then you have the number of hours, 1 through 24, that you can have it to run to, and it's showing 4 hours, and then you hit the timer again, and that sets it. And now it will turn off after 4 hours of running. So you also can do both sleep and the timer from the control panel. So it's got a lot of options. The speed, you can just do it really quick. And the mode switches here, the timer and the sleep, and also up and down for the temperature, and also the timing hours you can adjust here. It's got everything you'd want, and boy does that thing cool nicely. And when you're within, like I said, 8 to 10 feet in a garage or anything like this, works great. In a small room, like a bedroom, this should be adequate to do that. Okay, I think it's going to be a plus for me in my garage doing my video for the products I do. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video.